Baron! It's not, time for your witness testimony yet.
So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetence?
Indeed. Let us proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge? Yes, I suppose that is fine. Very good. And I trust that the defense has no objections. No objections here. Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
Okay. Baron Rurgil, on the night of
The initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed him moments later. Seigneur Poitois, Monsieur Robinho, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenouille and Dame Cataline. That would be when I heard her cry for help.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from there.
I would like to cross-examine the witness. Do you doubt my integrity, Garçon? I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron. Very well, then. Hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Rurgil, am an honest man. The prosecution may proceed with the cross-examination. Cross-examination. Oh, okay, this is trickier. Where do I begin? Was the housemaid the one who originally discovered the body? It doesn't fit with what the prosecutor said, but... or the investigator. Okay, so the dinner went magnificently when the photographer... Did it? Given that it was missing silverware? Sure, when we left... He's not in the picture, right? No, he wasn't in the picture. It's the one that we saw. Just the garden... Followed behind a few minutes later, discovered the parent... So yeah, the dinner didn't go magnificently, did it? Baron Rurgil, I would like to ask you about the dinner you served that very evening. Very well, ask away. Regarding the stolen cutlery. Earlier today we established that silverware was stolen from your residence prior to the banquet. Indeed. I am aware of whom the culprit is, but I've decided not to press charges. Oh, really? It is curious, then, that you decided to serve steak. It isn't what one would describe as finger food, after all. I don't know about that, Falcon. With the right attitude, all food can be finger food. There is nothing curious about it. Seigneur Poitois and Dame Cataline are vocal lovers of rare steak. I was merely suiting their needs.
Besides, what, other choice did the Baron have, Falcon? Serve vegetable broth like, common peasant?
Do be quiet, prosecutor. You sound ridiculous.
Sorry, Baron. Do you have another question about dinner, or...
Do I? Yes. But the red herring. No, I don't. Never mind. Let's choose a different topic. Okay. Visit the garden. The housemaid discovered the pair. This is trickier. Let me look at my evidence here. So... cigar. Oh, I forgot about the cigar. Attended the banquet, so the photographer was there for dinner as well, right? This is a red herring. So is it literally a red herring? It just is there to be in the way? Probably. The cigar. Does he smoke? I don't know. Anyway. So, the cigar's gotta be significant amount, yeah? Monsieur Grenouille, we will ask about that. We don't really know that much about him yet. Monsieur Grenouille, God rest his soul. Why did he visit the garden? That is a good question. Why did he live to visit the garden? I believe he wanted some fresh air. The steak did not sit well with him, I fear. Well, he was a frog. Oh, I see. That is quite coincidental timing, isn't it? How so? Well, Monsieur Grenouille felt sick and left the room just after the photographer arrived, and just before the murder occurred. One might draw a link between the food and the sickness.
Hold on, Falcon. Surely you aren't suggesting that Monsieur Grenouille's poison or food was poisoned in some way? Sure, yes I am.
I am. The events are too closely tied to be mere coincidence. I am no expert, but I think the snake would have been a perfect medium to carry a small amount of poison.
My word, what a revelation! But what evidence do you have of this poisoning? Bearing in mind, of course, that the coroner found no signs of poisoning and no poison was found at the crime scene.
Oh. Well, to be completely honest, there is no hard evidence of poisoning, but we can speculate.
No, Monsieur Falcon, we cannot.
Oh, poop. Okay. It's really no surprise you couldn't keep you on a good rest, Steak. Do I have another question? Yes. Never mind. Alright, I need to go through my other possible questions here, because I don't know. Let's see, the housemaid. What's your housemaid? Does she smoke?
That came out of left field.
Definitely not. Mademoiselle Duhot detests the smell of tobacco. Here's the cigar. I see.
We need to get the bigger picture, are we?
I think so. The pieces are slowly falling into place. Another question about the housemaid? I do?
So he's decided not to press charges because he doesn't want people to know that she's the one stealing, which means... Maybe I should just hit never mind then and check the other options first. Oh, what do I do? How does that cigar tie in? Let's talk about the garden. We saw your motive seeing the garden for ourselves. What's with all the horses? Oh, I should keep forgetting to look to see if he has a cigar. When was the last time you visited it?
As it happens, I have quite serious allergies.
Yeah, he does smoke, see?
I haven't been in my own garden for years. Years, you say? Indeed. That's not right. You have a cigar, sir. Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but that claim does not hold up to scrutiny. Oh, and why is that? Because we have hard evidence that you have visited the garden recently. Balderdash! My word is gold. Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden.
Bam! There's the cigar.
This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin. On the upper level, right beside where the murder occurred.
A cigar butt? That could belong to anybody, and...
Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself.
Oh, snap!
Okay, sorry, Baron. That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars, but I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstand your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin.
See, Falcon, that's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
I would find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded, but it was on the upper level! Upper basin! A location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience and a little paddling. The cigar butt was not dropped, it was deliberately hidden. There are any number of possible explanations.
Are there?
Because I can only think of one. That is, that you, Baron Rorgil, deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities. Did I know? And what illicit activities would those be? You want me to spell that out? Fine, let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Rorgil, murdered Monsieur Grenouille. That is when you were trying to keep hidden. Directly accusing me of murder, how shamelessly brazen! That is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Getting my...
Your allegations are baseless. You have no evidence of getting my voices mixed up. No, means, motive, and opportunity. It's true. No evidence. Think harder, Monsieur Remington.
Every piece of evidence points to Baron Rorgil as the prime suspect. And what the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His alliance claws are sharp as a surgeon's blade. Cutting a frog belly would have been trivial to him. Even Monsieur Robinho's confessed just a moment ago that he feared his claws. Ridiculous. I would never threaten a man with violence.
You want motive?
The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. This is preposterous! And finally the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course! Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guests in front of the endless clock to make for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said. Prosecutor, are you just going to let this slanderous yarn go on uncontested? Say something! Object! Objection! Oh, you're pitifully useless. After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So, out of desperation, he threw it into his fountain, out of the sight of his guests and any stooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Seigneur Portois de Miao, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Cataline was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised. This is an outrage! Judge, I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic. No, there's only one outrage here. That is, that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder. You are a bourgeois of the worst kind. How dare you, Garçon? The utter nerve for a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous. I am nothing like the fat cat bourgeois. I am a respectable, hard-working capitalist. No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs. You incredulous whelp! I had to gut you right here and now, like a damn frog! Oh, snap. Those ellipses are fair. Could someone please restrain the Baron? I'm on it, Your Honor. Let's go, old man, to the conciergerie with you. Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw, I can walk myself. Oh! This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add?
Well, did it matter? Speaking, to be honest, no. And I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time. Falcon, that was pretty incredible.
Thank you. I just hoped it was enough.
What do you mean? You just proved Cataline's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure.
Barrison, I think you misunderstood something important about the justice system.
What's that?
I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Cataline's innocence. All I have done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty.
Not sure I understand the difference.
Oh, Sparrowson. Justice is hard. We have reached a decision. In light of the recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made in the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Cataline de Miao, to be not guilty!
Oh yeah, we done it! Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson, you did it!
Yeah, I suppose we did, didn't we?
We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. Yeah, celebration! Cabernet Sauvignon for all around!
You did it, Sparrowson. Or you did it, Falcon? Sparrowson certainly didn't do it. I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement.
Was it, though? I did all the waiting. I was the one who went around the flippin' fountain. I'm so proud of you both. I'll go get one bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses. You were amazing, Monsieur Falcon.
Oh, it was nothing.
I very much liked the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. It was an act of sheer genius.
Well, I didn't pin anything. Sparrowson and I just worked at unveiling the truth, given the facts of the case.
Monsieur Falcon, there is no need to play coy. The case is over. ...
Play coy?
Don't tell me you're actually being sincere.
I'm completely lost.
Oh wow, I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. Alright, I'll spell it out for you.
She's actually guilty, isn't she? What?
I murdered Monsieur Grenouille. Oh no! I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand?
Oh, what did we do?
Business. To increase my papa's share in the twin company, of course. My papa always said that the doggone frog was the weakest link.
Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Rogila's cigar button hidden in the garden.
Ugh, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris' finest. Falcon proved that Monsieur Robinho's photograph was edited. It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Grenouille in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Robinho to paint me over Baron Rogiel to add hands to the clock. But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering the photograph by trial day. It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly.
Oh, the intrigue! Oh, snap!
What's with the silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who could have won a case like this, even for a bourgeois kitty like me.
Oh, punch in the gut!
Or think you should leave. Fine. So much for the celebrations. Here's the payment for your services, straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, Petit Sparrow. Falcon, what do we do now?
Nothing.
Falcon?
Oh no! Best and worst lawyer ever. Oh no! Oh my god, that was good. That was exactly what I expected it to be. It's Phoenix Wright in antique style, anthropomorphic animal fashion. That was great. So that was the end of Act 1. That was amazing. I'm enjoying this so far. I guess there are 3 acts altogether. So I'm sure I'll come back to those at some point. Let me know what you thought of this. This is definitely very different. Like I said, I found this on Kickstarter about a year or so ago, and I think this just got released, not too long, a few weeks ago. But yeah, it's out now. It's available on Steam if you want to check it out yourself. I will definitely be playing more of this. Let me know what you think if you want to see more, though. I'm trying to branch out and check out some more different games on my channel, so you'll be seeing some more stuff besides GTA. Minecraft Story Mode will come back at some point, too. I don't know when. Depends on when Episode 5 comes out. But yes, this was Aviary Attorney, Act 1. And this is Mothy, and I will see you next time. Bye, friends!